Hi, Helen.
Hi, Jane. Just a week ago, temperatures across eastern England were approaching 30 degrees Celsius. Eastern England at the moment sitting under a band of potentially very torrential rain. Now, this is how it looked in London just half an hour ago. We do have some sunshine, that's further west, and we will see temperatures getting towards 20 degrees here. However, this rain is already causing lots of spray and standing water on the roads. There could be some flooding, as I've mentioned, and some further travel disruption. The warnings are out there on the website. But beyond that, a ridge of high pressure is starting to build in from the southwest, the Azores High, which will settle the weather down for the middle part of the week. So yes, Wednesday, but particularly Thursday, looking dry with some good spells of sunshine.
There's been heavy rain since this morning, disrupting travel, particularly on the roads. This is Tower Bridge. Normally it only has water flowing under it, but today the water was also on it and on its approaches. It meant cars having to drive very slowly. A weather warning is in place and we'll hear more about that very shortly.
Hello, good afternoon. It's been a very soggy day so far. A band of rain has been moving northeastwards across the capital, giving us some heavy downpours and plenty of surface water too, as you can see from our weather watcher photo here from North Finchley. And there's still a Met Office weather warning in place, valid right across the capital this time until 8 o'clock this evening. So do watch out for some further tricky travelling conditions. On Thursday, a brief ridge of high pressure again is set to keep us dry, and there'll be a lot more in the way of sunshine around, temperatures hitting 21 or 22 degrees Celsius, so a warmer day all in all. Mostly dry through the day on Friday, with maybe some rain on Friday night.
Torrential rain hit London and the southeast this morning, bringing the bizarre sight of flash flooding on Tower Bridge. It caused delays on several major roads and underground lines.
To the weather now, and it's been quite a day of September showers, hasn't it? Across London, some areas have seen as much as 20 millimetres of rain. Sally is at Tower Bridge for us this evening. Sally, how's it looking there tonight?
Well, I'm very pleased to say it is much drier, Geraint. Otherwise, I would have campaigned very hard to be sitting next to you. Can you believe it that Tower Bridge flooded today, so high above the Thames? Now, it didn't flood in the middle. It flooded at the far north end where there are counter-terrorism barriers, and there is a bit of a lull. We've got some pictures taken by a member of the public who was on a bus and was pretty surprised to see the floodwater on a bridge. And then 3 hours later, when I went there at lunchtime, it was still raining and it was still flooded. And in fact, it came about 20 centimetres up my Wellington boot. Yes, I was wearing wellies today. Now, I spoke to a flood expert to work out what could have caused the bridge to flood, and he gave me 4 pretty comprehensive reasons. Let's take a listen to what he said.
We noticed that it was a sharp, intense rainfall, which is the first thing that's happened today. We've had a look at where the counter-terrorism barriers are placed as well, and unfortunately they're sort of over some of the drainage, which has prevented the water from getting off. The third is that the drains there are quite poorly maintained and could have been better maintained. And the fourth is that it then falls towards the north, and as a result all the water is collecting at the north and it's becoming greater in depth.
Now, the Green Party have said today that the Mayor must be more prepared for floods and in particular look at drains as one of the many measures. The Mayor has said that flash floods are going to be one of their main priorities, Now, there's one other thing in the weather I want to talk about, and that is the temperature. Cast your mind back to Tuesday last week. It was 10 degrees warmer than this. It does feel a little bit more autumnal now. Well, the sun is coming in and out here this evening. I hope it's drier where you are. The rain is going to clear as we go through this evening into tonight, and then tomorrow and the next few days looking much drier for the most part. But it is going to be a bit changeable as we head into the weekend.
Thanks very much, Sophie. Good evening to you. Well, it was certainly a washout across parts of England today. We saw over a month's worth of rainfall in 1 or 2 spots. This evening, though, that rain is clearing away. We'll start to see quite a few mist patches developing as the ground's so soggy and those temperatures fall away.
Not quite sure what's happened to the weather today. Hopefully, Elizabeth can tell us, and hopefully, Lizzie, you can bring us some better news for the rest of the week. No pressure.
Well, I'll try, Riz. It won't be too difficult because actually I've just taken this photograph upstairs at the BBC Weather Centre. I'll show it to you in just a moment. Here we go. Lovely pink hue to those clouds, as you can see. That is the retreating weather front. It's moving off its way out eastwards, so it should cheer up after this. And actually, we have had a little bit of sunshine across the capital just now in the last hour or so. It's been a very wet day, of course. Lots of surface water around. We've still got a Met Office weather warning in force, valid until 9 o'clock, but really mostly dry now, I think, for much of the rest of the night and indeed for the next few days or so. We'll see some more rain, though, on Friday night. So lots of dry weather, really, for the next couple of days or so. We've seen 17 millimetres of rainfall in St James's Park, actually, today, and that's nearly a third of the monthly average for September, so plenty of rain.
After a wet day for many of us, a vast improvement tomorrow. So much drier, better and brighter conditions. And in the next few hours, mist and fog set to develop, but we are in for generally mild conditions given the time of year.